Hello and welcome to another episode of Baller Pod, where we have the usual two guests and we talk about the usual things. Uh, Starting with Liban, how has your week been so far?
Winning as always.
Before we go on to that, Hirsch, how's your week been?
They're not too bad. Not winning, of course. That's the opposite of Lebanon.
hmm Now, as we all know, we were discussing if Liban would finally get his first win of 2024, and he didn't, as usual. Hirsch was there in attendance. Sadly, he was on his team, but. Hirsch, tell me, what do you think went well? What do you think went bad before I chat to your manager?
And I think the manager's got a weak mentality, to be honest. He often blames others and he never looks at himself. He never does self-evaluation. He does self-evaluation 3 days after the performance when it's too late. So yeah, only one point to point out, and it's the manager here.
All right, Gaffer. What is it? What happened?
It is a shit. Move on.
I mean, the thing is, you had a superstar on your team, a last minute transfer.
Yeah.
What happened?
Sometimes things are out of your control. I can't be in control of everything. I put the responsibility on the man below, and he let us down. So yeah, that's all I have to say.
I would say like he played the best out of your
No,
entire
it's not
team. Like
that. I'm talking about team selection. He had that was his team. It's not
that
my
was his
team.
team
That
on
was
your
his
team.
team. It was his team. No, he wasn't. Yes, he was.
He
On
just
paper.
suggested one signing. That's it.
No, Thank he you. Said all of them. But anyway, forget about that. We win as a team, we lose as a team.
All right, say no more. All right,
I'm
keep that,
winning in
keep
other
that same
aspects.
energy next week. Yeah,
Oh no, this listen, next week is a dub guaranteed.
guaranteed.
I'm not even trying
It's a
rubbish.
strong lineup this week. So like that.
It's a dub.
Okay. Well. As usual, we'll be talking about a few games. We'll start off with Super Sunday, Arsenal Liverpool. Arsenal beat Liverpool 3-1 at the Emirates, where Saka got the first goal, where Kai Havertz should have scored. Um, who the other two? Martinelli, how can I forget? And also Trossard. Um, it was a very good game by Arsenal. I was very happy with their performance. Hirsch, how do you think that went as a neutral?
I'd say it's very entertaining in the sense where I felt like Arteta was playing the Klopp role in the January game. So when early on the month, early on the year, sorry, when Liverpool played against Arsenal, legit Klopp just parked the bus and played the counter game. And I think Arteta just role reversed the whole thing on him. And I think this press conference after the game, he mentioned about be playing dirty and playing winning or a dirty way of winning games. And I feel like he won the dirty game. And to be honest, if I look at all Arsenal's top six games at home this season, I feel like they played the most defensive football against these top 16. I think City, I think they were super defensive, even though I think their expected goals for City on that game was the worst under Pep Guardiola's tenure
Yeah.
at City. I think Spurs one is probably the anomaly one because of Declan Rice being injured and he was
hmm
substituted and had Vieira as midfield. But generally, in the bigger games, he's honestly went for a pragmatic approach. And he's kind of paid off because his expected goal stats is kind of very, very good for Arsenal. So it was interesting. I was happy when number 35 did get substituted because I felt like he was affecting the team play defensively. So, but yeah, win-win for Arsenal, and yeah, they're the third man in the horse in the title race.
Yeah, it took me a second to realize who you talk about when you said 35, but
Yeah,
I got there in the end. Uh,
yeah.
Livan, you watched the game?
I watched it. I thought it was a pretty poor performance from Liverpool. I thought they were a bit two steps up front. I thought defense was shaky all game. They couldn't handle Kai aerial ability, especially Kanai. He was struggling all game. Um, also created a lot of chances in the first half. Couldn't score, but they got the goal obviously through Kai Havertz missing a sitter. But second half, I think Liverpool grew into the game. As Liverpool were growing into the game, uh, that mistake happens, and I just knew once that goal went in from Martinelli, I just knew that was game over. And
Liverpool barely threatened, really.
Just going on you said, was it more of a Liverpool loss than an Arsenal win, in your opinion?
To be fair, it was a must-win for Arsenal. Never they couldn't even draw that game because I think we 5 points behind them at the start of the game.
Yep.
So a draw would have been what, and 5 points plus City winning this game, and God knows how many points they would have been behind City. So Arsenal must have would should have was a must win game for Arsenal, and you could tell by the approach they were going for the kill and the way they were pressing high, and everybody was committed to the press. It just killed the Liverpool's possession really, and yeah. Even though Kai is a bad player, he does help a lot in when pressing, especially the way Arsenal were pressing. They were basically pressing with a 2 and a 4. The way Chelsea did that to Arsenal, also did that to Liverpool, and it worked well. Yeah, fair play to Arsenal.
Also,
Yeah.
I think the fact that I think Arteta, previous to this, well, before the game, on Saturday, he was doing a training session at the Emirates Stadium. So for me, it felt like he treated this as a cup final game, like the way he prepared for it, like it was like proper cup final level. So for him, he knew the the possibility of losing.
Main
Like
character
he
syndrome.
wasn't he was actually not accepting that. So generally, yeah, it was be interesting. I still think if Arsenal lose against the next game, so West Ham, they basically gonna go back to step one. Like they're not gonna really improve, so they have to win the next 6, 7 games and go in a big run to have a chance. But even that, I still think Guardiola is still there and he will win.
Yeah, I will say this. What do you think? Do you still think? Do you think you'll finish above Liverpool though? No,
Uh, yeah, it's too early to say because Liverpool they were missing Szoboszlai, they were missing Salah, which are their main threats, and also Nunez was he did he have like a little
nah, he was just straight bench.
he was just bench okay, well if he goes on if he plays on the pitch it'll be a different story. It'd be a different story if they ha had their fully fit team, but I'll say
I
it's a bit too early.
I just something came into my mind. I was trying to think of what I forgot, but basically, I think this was also third game in the last like month, and this was Liverpool's ninth game. Was it ninth or something like that? And
Yeah.
you could tell from it was they just looked off. They were never in the game to be honest. But yeah,
I mean that's all types of tactics for you, man. Get out of the Carabao and FA Cup and rest your players.
worked well last year, didn't it?
I mean, second place ain't that bad.
Did you get a trophy?
Participation trophy, yeah. But
We
yeah,
we've had a lot of these.
yeah. Especially that 2012 season. That was the best participation medal ever. All right, a
Just
quick
like
one for that game.
just like your participation trophy in 2006 in the Champions
So what'd
League.
you say? Say that again. Participa?
Nothing, nothing. Europa League 2019. Great participation.
Okay, okay,
Getting battered by local rivals. Could
okay.
never be me in a
Could
final.
never be you.
Never in a final. Never.
You're lucky United did well. Okay, I'm speaking about United. United won 3-0 against West Ham. Uh, Hoyland got another goal, and the man of the match performance from Alejandro Garnacho during that game was brilliant as well. As a United fan, how was that game, Liban?
Great result. I think mediocre performance in my opinion. I think up until the goal, it was all West Ham. We get like a lucky break. Casemiro intercepts the ball. Hoyland puts a great dummy in, sends the player, puts a great goal in. 1-0 up. I think they were going to probably build up on it. Never did. I think we kind of hung until first half ended. Second half, we improved a bit. Then we got the second goal. Then the big blow happened. Lissandro Martinez injury, and you could tell straight away. You could tell straight away it was a serious knee injury. You could just tell the way their leg was braced as Kufal. landing on him, and you could tell there was just a slight jink. I just knew straight away he wasn't going to play anymore. And yeah, I'll be honest. After that happened, I just zoned out. I wasn't even interested in the game because he's such a big component in this team. The way he's in possession, I genuinely don't think there's nobody better in possession than him. Honestly, in world football, nobody. The way he will just shift defenses, the way he will send players, the way he find pockets. Honestly, elite, elite. And yeah, once he went off, I was like, yeah, big problem. Yeah.
Hirsch, how'd you find the game if you or
And
glimpse of it?
first of all, did you say the best ball player centre back is Lisandro Martinez?
Yes, he
I
did.
genuinely don't, who's better?
Okay, and it's John Stones, mate.
No, it's
Sit
not.
back down.
No, it's not.
Treble winner,
No, it's
Champions
not.
League winner,
No,
comes
it's
into
not.
midfield
I'm not gonna lie.
comfortably.
I think Timber's better than freaking Lissandro Martinez, man.
How many
Come
games have you watched of Timber?
Quite a few. Okay, I watched Ajax back in the day.
No, you never. That's cap. Where was he playing?
Right back
No, he wasn't. He was playing centre back. I was watching Ajax.
and
Don't,
right back
don't,
as well.
never played right back. Barely
He
played
did play
right
right
back.
back.
Barely played right back. Don't
Yeah,
test me.
barely is not hasn't played at all.
MH, was I watching Ajax games back then?
You were, but I don't know if you missed the Timber
Exactly.
era.
Yeah, but
Him in the
I was
starlets.
mentioning him, wasn't
He
I?
missed that
I
when
was mentioning.
he watched him when it was
Hold on,
Champions League
hold on,
Spurs.
Yeah,
That's what he's
yeah,
watching.
hold on.
yeah, yeah.
MH, did I watch his debut? Do you
Can't remember
remember
honestly.
mentioning him after his debut?
Can't
Don't
remember.
lie.
I actually can't remember.
Isn't your good? I watched his debut. That's how long I've been watching him. So don't test me on Ajax. I've watched them. Yeah. So don't come up with such palace statements like that. But yeah,
Go on.
Yeah, but yeah, it's going to Johnson for me is the best ball player centre back. Going back to the United game, I did not watch the game, or I watched 20 minutes of it. And then since the way that the game flowed didn't suit my agenda, just decided to switch off.
yeah.
And I did see the first goal, Harlot and the Hoyland score. And then I saw West Ham have a few chances. But I felt that the way that West Ham played, they never came to Old Trafford to play ball. They just came to sit back and play counter. And then that kind of just basically messed up David Moyes'
You
tactics.
could tell, you could tell they were set up to just
Sit
counter.
back. Yeah,
Because when they had the ball, they were lost. They could not break us down. And yeah, we just let them have the ball. And we countered on them. And I think that's how we got the third goal. Just nicking the ball off Calvin Phillips, who just isn't looking great for West Ham in his last two games. Both games he's been susceptible for two of the goals. So yeah, it will be interesting. I expect a response from West Ham their next game. I don't know why. I just expect a response.
Against Arsenal of all teams, yeah.
Oh, also, I did not know that.
Did you not?
I didn't. I just, they're in a. I've seen their run. I've seen their last few games. I
True,
think it's
yeah.
like losses and one draw, something ridiculous. They're not in a good form, and they probably see Arsenal as a turning point. I'm just saying. I'm not saying it will happen, but I'm just saying it could happen.
True. All right. Chelsea played Wolves. You got something to say about
I will say
United?
I heard her say something.
Mm.
Agendas. You have agenda in United. I'm just curious because I thought you're just a football fan. Why? What's with this agenda?
Oh, right. So I basically don't support certain players. I'm not a fan of certain players. For example, I'm not a big fan of Haram. I've always said it. So once I saw him come on, I was like, yeah, call it a day. So not an agenda on the team, just an agenda on players.
He didn't come on. But okay.
He did come on.
He
Okay.
did come
I
on.
was I was testing him. I was testing the actual shit. But yeah.
Anyway, Chelsea lost 4-2 against Wolves.
Mm.
Yeah, it's a roller coaster with them, bunch of ups, bunch of downs, and just can't get it together. Libo, what is was more of like a Chelsea like because we know they can play. We know they can play. They played well a few games this season, but Wolves have been informed type of like, there have been a couple of games where they were subpar, but they have been a very good team this season. But I just want to get your opinion on it.
To be fair, my prediction is looking much better as each game goes on. Honestly, I predicted this from the start. I looked at their team start of the season and I was like, this is not a good squad. And I just feel when I watch Chelsea, I feel like there's a bunch of players playing on their own. There's no cohesion. They don't know how to break teams down. And I just saw their comment when I just looked at Wolves and I thought they're a well-drilled side. They know how to attack. They're very good counter-attacking. And with Chelsea struggling to contain attacks and contain transitions, I knew Wolves are going to cause a lot of problems. And that's what happened. And I know they got the first goal, but even watching up till the first goal, you could tell it's going to be an even game. And that's what happened. And Wolves basically won quite convincingly in the end, even though two of their goals were deflected and a
True.
penalty. But yeah, it just, Chelsea are who they are. Their 10th position. Their position don't lie. They're 10th or 11th. They're 11th, sorry, my bad.
11th
11th.
now. 10th
They
of
are
Wolves.
they are who they are. I don't see it improving. I don't think they have quality players in my opinion. I see just one world class player in that team, and that's Enzo Fernandez. Other than that, it's just a pile of garbage around them. I told them Madueke is not good enough. Jackson's not good enough. And Kunku, I said, will probably struggle. Sterling's not good enough. Caicedo not good enough. I've never seen the hype with Caicedo. Honestly, I've watched him and I'm like, he's an okay player, but he's not £100 million player. Never seen the hype with Disasi. I told you, man. Disasi not good. Badiashile not good.
Ugh.
Mudryk not good.
Ugh.
Certain men have stocks in them. That's what I have to say.
Well, the certain man, we're gonna chat to him next.
Yeah.
What happened?
I
I'll
don't
say
know.
what happened. Like you support one of them. Like what happened in the game, in your opinion?
I just feel like, yeah, I feel like Chelsea for some reason. One thing I had for Chelsea, even during this bad era, they were defensively always solid. Like every season, even though their problem used to be, okay, they would never score goals, but defensively they would be quite good. And it's just that they never had end product up top. But I feel like the last few weeks has just been, the defensive ability kind of just weakened, and also the attacking hasn't really strengthened. And so I don't know with Chelsea, man, honestly. And they can't really sack Pochettino because of FFP rules. So they're in a bit of a predicament, and I don't see any light at the end of the tunnel. So I think for them it's just pack the
I
bags,
do, I
over.
do, I do. Sign experienced quality players. If you sign experienced quality players, you'll get better results. I think they signed too many young players. I just don't think that squad needs young players. They need experienced players. I think
Yeah,
I think someone like Osimhen will make a big difference to them. I know he's
experience,
unorthodox. He's very experienced.
Experienced.
He's very
experience, and
experienced.
all. And
Trust me,
okay,
he's very experienced. I think he's like, how old is he? 25, 26?
He's 25, yeah.
Yeah, he's
so
quite experienced at the top level. He's played a long time. Uh,
okay.
they need an experienced, probably attacker as well, another attacker. Yeah, I think look, they don't have bad players, but they just don't have quality players. I just think also playing at Stamford Bridge does not help them. It's such a small pitch. It's not good for a team like Chelsea who likes to dominate position and create chances. It's just not good for. It's not a good pitch for them.
So should I build a new one, yeah?
I do. That pitch is too small, man. It's too small. Teams find it's too easy. If I would put a bet, yeah. Out of all the grounds, I I'm probably sure Stamford Bridge is one of the grounds with the least goals seen. I'm 99%
I
sure.
mean, yeah, like they're not really a goal scoring team.
No,
I mean, they're
no, that pitch does not conduce good games. That City Chelsea game was an anomaly of the ages.
what
That is
about
never gonna happen.
The Arsenal game when it was 2-2?
That was just bad goalkeeping from
True.
both keepers. So
Yep. All right. Do you want to chat about the City one, or we can get straight into predictions?
Yeah, let's talk about City. I think we will watch the City game. What do you think, Mo? Did you watch the game or
Yeah. Uh, it was just standard
standard?
City,
Standard, yeah.
but it was just like they're like
I
the
just,
City that we knew. They were perfect, but now they're just conceding goals needlessly. Uh,
I
like
just,
I just don't
one.
see why, but they come back to it and they just win at the end.
You know who bugs me out? Even though I'm not a City fan, you know who bugs me out so much?
Who?
Gvardiol. I don't like see him that high. He's not good. He's not an attacker. I
He's
see
not a
the
fullback,
position
a wing back.
forget
Yeah.
about that. The position he picks up should be for an attacking player. When I see him on the ball, I'm like, that's a waste of a body in that area. That should be for a quality top attacker. And I just feel as long as he's there, I feel City will miss that something because I don't think he's good enough to play in that position, in my opinion.
Would you say like
Even
he's
like
he
him,
just say centre back and
yeah.
Ake go
I'm
back?
seeing him and Ake just there, and I'm like, that's not right. That's too many defenders in one area of the pitch. Not enough, really. And if teams clock that, I think it would be interesting. I feel that teams just need to put a man on De Bruyne and block that. What is it? The right side. Right side? Yeah, the right side, and they'll be good. Honestly, because left side is so weak, so weak.
Yeah.
But yeah, other than that, Haaland is missing a lot of chances. He's not looking himself. I think I might be wrong, but he's up there with Nunes with big chances missed. I might be wrong, but he's up there. Even though he's missed a few games, he's missed a lot of chances, and I think he's due. He's due. I know he's missed a lot, but I think he's due a game where he scores like four, and he goes on a mad run where he scores two, three, four, especially with De Bruyne back. But yeah, Foden hat trick, good player.
Yep. For Foden he's just one of them players where I don't know what position he plays. Like he was out on the left this game, but formation wise, while I'm looking at it, it was out on the left, but I saw him
He's
down the
drifted
middle for
in.
most of the
Yeah,
game.
he drifted.
Yeah.
Yeah, he drifted in middle.
But yeah,
Yeah.
he was brilliant.
Wow. Other than that, Mopai scoring again. Yeah. There's not much to talk about. It's just standard City game, isn't it? But yeah,
Again.
standard.
City to win the league, mate.
You know,
Title
yeah.
safe.
Yeah.
Well, Matt, Arsenal looking good. I'm just saying. Arsenal
Yeah,
looking
so
good.
technically so is Liverpool, they're still top of the league, yeah.
Nah, not really. They're starting to tire out. I am starting to see a bit of tiredness in the game. I don't know why, but that's what I'm seeing. And I feel like it's going to continue. And that's where this start to fall off. But yeah.
All right. Well, prediction time. But first of all, Liban, tell us what's currently the board.
Well, first of all, let's take a break and we'll come back.
We got 15 minutes we can do it.
Well, we can just,
It's a lot easier for
Yeah,
you
well,
it's a
if
lot
let's
it's
just
just
easier.
take
one
a
video.
break and, just
Listen,
do
bro,
that.
we got 15
Nah, we got
minutes.
15 minutes,
We got
bro.
15 minutes.
It makes no sense.
Well, can you give me 2 minutes?
If you haven't done the leaderboard, then we can just skip that. You can tell us at the end.
Okay, yeah, that's what we can do that.
All right, so now I gotta re-say
Edit
it so
it.
that you know the editing.
Okay.
Unless you wanna edit it like that, yeah.
Yeah, I'll edit it. Oh no, I
Say no
can't
more.
edit. I can't do, but yeah.
All right, fine. Put on the USB stick. All right, ready?
Yeah.
It's
What?
prediction time.
No. Okay.
What are you doing, man?
No, do you want the scores or do you not want the scores? Because I can do the
Yeah,
scores within the
after
time
I say
given.
prediction time. After I say prediction time.
Okay.
All right, it's prediction time. Liban, what's the current scores?
I'm so confused. Do you want us to stop now or no?
Nah. So you ain't
Continue,
got the
man.
scores yet.
I haven't got the
No.
scores. I'm literally give me 2 minutes and it'll go. That's what I'm
No.
saying. Pause
You can
It's
now.
fine. It's
share
fine.
the
It's
screen
fine.
now.
It's fine. It's fine.
Yeah,
All right.
you can share your screen anyway.
No,
We got
because
Pause. We
I
don't.
just need to put the like this is 3 points, 2 points,
We'll
and
do it.
that'll
Yeah,
take.
We'll do it.
don't worry.
We'll
Don't
do it at the
worry.
end. We'll do it
No.
at the end. I
So you don't want
shush.
to? You don't want to
Not now.
be in
Not
two?
now. At the end.
Okay,
At the end.
okay. This is gonna be awkward. The fact that we wasted 3 minutes just waffling. But yeah,
Shush. All right, prediction time. Starting on Saturday, 12:30 on the 10th of Feb.
I'm
It's a
starting.
brilliant day. My
Ooh,
birthday. Um, City Everton.
I'll start. That's a tough one. I want to predict a 2-0, but because I predicted 2-0, I'll go for a 3-0. 3-0. You know, because every time there's a goal that goes up. So yeah, I'll predict a 3-0.
Okay. Erish.
uh, 4-0.
One sec, let me make a note. I just completely forgot that to the notes. So yeah,
I've got a 3-1. They normally concede first.
okay. What do you say?
Next, I said 3-1.
3-1, yeah? So
Yes, sir.
I predicted 3-0. Harsh predicted
4-0.
4-0, and you predicted a 3-1.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Next game is Fulham versus Bournemouth.
Uh that's a that's a tough one call again. Are any of you gonna use your vetoes, by the way?
Oh, we ain't got no vetoes. Vetoes is done.
No, vetoes
Besides Hirsch,
apparently vetoes have
they
been
have not.
resetted.
They have not. They have
Okay.
not.
Uh two no. 2-0 Fulham.
2-1 Bournemouth.
2-1 Bournemouth.
Yeah.
Interesting. Who's at home?
Fulham.
Interesting.
I was gonna go for Bournemouth here as well.
Go on, go for it. Be bold.
2-2.
That's okay.
2-2.
That's
Uh,
the next one.
next game is Liverpool versus Burnley.
4-1 Liverpool.
3-0 Liverpool.
2-0 Liverpool.
Interesting.
Next game is Luton versus Sheffield. Luton home. Bear that in mind.
2-0 Luton. Ash,
What did you say? 2-0?
none of your business. You were dizzying
No,
off. So
because I'm
Mo,
I'm not
making.
gonna lie.
don't tell him. Don't tell him.
I never heard him say a score. I'm not gonna lie.
I
I
know,
said
that's
It's
the
my
2-0
thing.
connection.
Luton. I said 2-0 Luton.
Okay.
Right, okay. 3-1 Luton.
Uh, 4-2 Luton. They're a high scoring team. Why not?
Yeah.
Next game is Spurs versus Brighton.
Ooh,
Hmm.
what's up, one?
Spurs v Brighton. 4-2 Brighton. I'm always gonna go for a Brighton win.
3-1 Spurs.
1-0 Spurs.
Our score?
Huh?
4-0.
1-0.
Oh, 1-0. Doubt.
Hey, who
Two
knows?
high scoring teams, two high octane offenses.
Wolves versus Brentford.
Ooh,
3-1 Wolves.
2-1 Wolves.
2-0 Wolves. Next game is Forest versus Newcastle.
Ooh,
Forest v Newcastle. 3-0 Forest.
mm, 2-1 Forest. But it might end up a draw.
Yeah, I see either a
2-1
draw or a draw.
Newcastle.
Ooh, Newcastle win.
Harvey Barnes is back.
Yeah, he is. I just
Uh,
remember last season. Last season, I remember it was basically Isaac last minute, if I
exactly.
remember.
No, it was an own goal. No, it was an own goal, wasn't it? Nia Kate on goal. Oh no, yeah, I'm balled. My bad, my bad, my bad, my bad, my bad, my bad.
It's
Yeah,
all right.
Yeah,
We can all be wrong. All right. You
yeah.
just have to accept it sometimes.
Yeah, I just remember Nia Kate being sad, and I just thought, yeah, carry on.
Anyway, move on to Sunday. West Ham versus Arsenal, 2 o'clock at the London Stadium. I mean, back what you said earlier today. You said West Ham are just gonna
2-1 Arsenal.
blast. Okay, you
I'll
don't.
never go
Okay,
against the Ars.
Uh,
you never go against what?
Arsenal. I don't know what connection.
I
um,
heard. I heard the arse.
yeah. 2-2. 2-2 Desmond.
Never predict Arsenal. Shock.
3-1 Arsenal.
And that's a good shot.
Oh, this game I'm waiting to see. I'm waiting to see how this team plays against this team. Villa versus Man United with Villa home.
Ooh,
Even though they've lost their home streak, but
4-0 Aston Villa.
9
shocked.
goals in 2 games for Villa. Okay.
I just see a battering. I can't lie.
I'm shocked. United lost again. Mm.
I predicted United win last week, so be quiet.
No, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
Shush. Shush.
And 3-1 Villa.
Oh, is this your first time you went against United?
I guess so.
I was supposed to go 3-1. This is the first time you took my score this week. Yeah, it was only one time this time. 3-0 Villa.
Interesting.
Our last game on Monday Night Football, Palace versus Chelsea.
Ramonji Chels. Palace versus?
You just said it.
Chelsea.
Wow, two teams that their managers are under huge pressure. This is very interesting. Two underperforming sides are very hard to call. Is Leze back? Olise is out for 2 months, so he's gone.
As is still there, yeah.
He wasn't playing on this weekend, that's why.
Eze.
I don't know. I don't know.
Just give a prediction, mate.
Oh no, he's out.
He's out, isn't he?
Yeah.
I don't see Chelsea winning. I don't. I'll go for a 1-1.
2-1 Chelsea.
2-0 Chelsea.
Really? Palace?
Yeah,
Yeah,
mate.
2-0. Did you say 2-0?
that's a 2-0, yeah.
Okay.
Right, well, that is the predictions done. Thank you guys for watching. Hopefully on our next episode, Liban can come back with a win. Bye.
Inshallah.
Okay.